I'm going to be watching PANZER versus ANS here. This is for the ROCCAT Gear Up Cup. It's pretty cool stuff. ROCCAT is just gave us a bunch of free stuff, and we're going to give it out to the community by hosting a JOTA tournament. It's pretty cool. And so far, this game we have an AA Crystal Maiden and a Night Stalker pick for PANZER, and for the Scourge team we have Invoker, Beastmaster, and an Earthshaker. Couple shoutouts so far. Will I upload this to? Most likely this is a round 3 game. Kuro in Macedonian means cock. That's wonderful. Good thing I'm not Macedonian. Am I right? Alright, the second round bans, we're going to see a Pugna, a Puck, a Broodmother, and a Priest of the Moon. So pretty standard bans there. I think Pugna is situational, and in this case it's good. Pugna's actually very good against Ancient Apparitions. Mana costs are very high, especially when he casts Ice Vortex. It's like 130 mana at level 4. It's a huge mana cost, and that doesn't even do damage. So every time he casts that, he takes a big hit. Alright, typing the game type in the chat. In the old chat. Still need second round picks here before we move into the actual game. Vengeful Spear will be the first pick. Support hero definitely worthwhile. Definitely the best support hero, basically. Other than Earthshaker, possibly. But they're situational. Each one has better strengths than, or has different strengths. Venge a much more reliable ganker, Earthshaker, good support hero, etc. We'll see who the next picks are from the Sentinel team. Probably looking for a solo laner, and maybe a hard carry. We'll see what they end up going for. Of the heroes they banned a Pugna and a Puck. They're probably hoping that the Scourge team picks up an Anti-Mage. I mean, Anti-Mage is pretty much the main carry. Anti-Mage hasn't been banned yet. So if we do see a carry, it's probably going to see it be an Anti-Mage, at which case they're going to try to do a heavy gank strat. I mean, Night Stalker almost always tips us off. They may go for a heavy carry strat, but Night Stalker is not the most typical dude in that matchup. But we'll see. It's possible. 36 seconds left before PANZER has to commit to a pick. Maybe they'll pick up a Clockwork Goblin or something like that. It wouldn't be horrible, but it wouldn't be super fabulous. The only really gankable heroes are going to be an Earthshaker and a Venge, and Venge can always swap out, so it's not really a lot of good targets for that. Invoker can always go Ghost Walk. 18 seconds left. They're actually going to go for an Enigma, which is really cool. I love Enigma, one of my favorite heroes as well. So hopefully we can see something cool out of the Enigma play. Probably going to solo him, and they may be expecting a carry, so I think that would be their best option, is just to solo the Enigma on the long lane, or the short lane. Deny a lot of creeps. They could also put him in the jungle, and go for, and the best part is that Enigma is like a teamfight pusher, basically, because of his Eidolons, so he can basically, if they still want to commit to a heavy push lineup, or a heavy gank push lineup, they can still go for that. So we'll see what Scourge team ANS ends up committing to. They may still pick a hard carry. They're probably looking at Anti-Mage and being like, we have the perfect lanes for Anti-Mage. We could play Anti-Mage. Should we play Anti-Mage? But they're also looking at Enigma. They're looking at Night Stalker, and they're like, is it going to work out? He's going to have to farm. He's probably going to get ganked a lot. But even still, Anti-Mage is a bastard. So I think it could work out if they outplay PANZER, but PANZER is a better team, most likely. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. 50 seconds left on the clock before they have to commit. At which point PANZER gets the final pick and gets to pick accordingly, which is actually a really cool point here. They already are leaving their picking up to what the enemy team goes for. They haven't yet committed to a hard strategy. That's why most teams don't like picking Anti-Mage necessarily right off the bat, because the other team can just go really gank heavy. 25 seconds left. And they will pick up the Anti-Mage. They did commit to it. That is the hero to beat. See who Sentinel picks up. I bet they wish they had a Rexar. The other team's got the Rexar. So instead they're going to be playing a defensive game. I think the Invoker is going to be pretty important for this with the EMP Tornadoes to make a huge impact on keeping people alive. .38 seconds left for the Sentinel team. Sentinel team captain is AFK. Doesn't say colors. Sentinel team is going to go smoke like chimney. Any questions? Let's see. What did that say? Sentinel team is calling out Void, or Scumbaggy is predicting that. Void is a semi-good counter to AM, but then they have to play the carry versus carry game, which I don't know if they can necessarily do. It might be a little tough. There isn't a ton of counter push on the Scourge team. I mean, they could take some early towers, maybe, but they are still going to have a Rexar and an Earthshaker. So, in terms of taking towers, I don't necessarily see it happening. The Domination calling out Destroyer, I don't think so. I mean, on paper, he's a good AM counter, but he's just too easy to gank early game, realistically. And even since he does have a big mana pool, that means that's even easier. That means every time Anti-Mage hits him, he's going to crit for full mana burn damage. Not crit necessarily, but he's always getting plus 64 damage, which makes a big difference. I mean, oftentimes you wail on an enemy carry, and they run out of mana, and you have to keep hitting them, but you're not doing as much damage. I have no idea who Tornado Tony 79 is, but it's definitely the awesomest name ever. I think that's pretty obvious to see. Damn, dude, this is taking forever. I don't know what that means. Surprised I'm not taking this opportunity to stuff my face. What am I doing? Still smoking cigarettes and stuff. That's how you play Dota well, guys. You just smoke cigarettes. Okay, there's no way this is 3 minutes. It's not possible. Do you have a timer? We do not. No timestamps. We go smoke 5 minutes. 3 minute max. 3 minutes. That's all. Just 3 minutes. No big deal. It's like the longest 3 minutes I've ever experienced. Pretty sure. Thank God for dual monitors, otherwise I'd be staring at my screen bored as shit. German guys. Captain is still AFK, smoking. In quotes. He's pooping. Let's be honest. He's just embarrassed. He's like, what sounds cooler than pooping? Smoking. He probably doesn't even smoke cigarettes. He's probably legitimately like, I don't want to just tell everybody that I'm about to defile my toilet. So he tells them he's smoking. That's probably what's happening. Let's be honest. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting like extra ridiculous. More ridiculous than ridiculous. I'm just as mad as you, Sod Remix. Remq. Remq. Remic. Remic. Awesome. So the bracket is going. It's currently a round 5 setup. Who wants to see this game casted? Anyone? Anyone? Anybody? Tornado Tony 79. Dude, when we play this game, it's gonna be awesome. Like, when this game actually starts, I mean, it's gonna be frickin' off the hook. It's gonna be, like, really, like, super awesome. Oh my god. And now they have to decide who they're gonna pick. Who are we gonna pick? Wait, they haven't had enough time to think about it realistically. It's gonna be a Witch Doctor. That was boring. It was boring as shit. Whatever, alright, A is gonna solo, Night Stalker is gonna probably trialing, and Enigma will also solo, and they're gonna pick up Witch Doctor for the last pick because they want to push and gank and win. So that's why they picked up Witch Doctor. For that Scourge team here, let's go with the players on the sun first. So for Panzer, Panzer Black playing the Enigma, Panzer Leaf playing the Ancient Apparition, RMN gonna be playing the Witch Doctor, Tornado Tony 79 playing the Night Stalker, Panzer Jimaras playing the Crystal Maiden. For the Scourge team, this is Team ANS. Remq going to be playing the Earthshaker. Aeon's Hat 3 playing the Vengeful Spirit. DOA playing the Anti-Mage. We have Elwind playing the Invoker. And finally, their last player is going to be Legioner. Beastmaster. Legioner. Going to have a little bit of engagement in the jungle. It's going to be a Night Stalker. And here it comes. There's the Earthshaker Fissure. Just to chance it up here. Crystal Maiden putting herself in the absolute safest position possible, and they will defend each other as they both run away. Run away! Earthshaker will slowly heal back to full mana. He'll have another fissure by the time the game starts, so not a big deal. And that was actually a triple fissure. Oh, nope, did not hit Witch Doctor. Just old CM and Night Stalker. It's always a cool word spot here. I really like that one. Stand here, drop the ward, it's going to stop the pull, and notice the jungle, or I'm sorry, the river coming up. So any ganks from the mid lane are unlikely to be not scouted. Well, it doesn't shoot very far this way, I must say. It's hard to count ward, that's the most important part. This one's really hard to counter ward. Most people don't check there. If they drop sentries, they probably drop them right here, and I mean, I guess I would also catch it, but it would kill sentry ward here or the sentry ward here. These are the two most common spots. Somewhere in here and somewhere right here. Ancient Apparition on the mid lane. He's going to be soloing against an Anti-Mage with a Vengeful Spirit support, so that's pretty cool. Good support lane for the Scourge team. Crystal Maiden picking up the Haste Rune, going to try to get a level 1 gank. And it's going to be spotted, so both teams know what's coming. Invoker's on the top, supported by an Earthshaker. I think they expected the AM to maybe be... I'm sorry, AM's the other team, but there's a nice initiation. Witch Doctor Casks will disable, and Enigma's going to be soloing against the Beastmaster on the bot lane. Definitely some interesting lanes coming out of the Scourge team. Very smart though. I think they definitely switched it up. They didn't let the Sentinel team basically predict where they're going. That's the most important part about it. I mean, normally you'd say, oh yeah, Anti-Mage is going to be top with the tri-lane, Earthshaker and Vengeful Spirit going to support an Anti-Mage. But then that would have been a offensive tri-lane versus a defensive tri-lane. The offensive ones usually end up winning that. This way, Anti-Mage gets free farm in the mid. Not necessarily free farm, but only moderately contested farm, and he's unlikely to die. There's just 2 heroes. Realistically, he's going to need 3 heroes to shut him down. So you won't really want to lane him against a tri-lane. And in the meantime, Vengeful Spirit will be supporting him. If he does get ganked or something, there's going to be 1 more stun to hopefully keep him alive. So I think that's pretty cool. And Enigma on the bot lane going to be denying CS from a Beastmaster, but who gives a shit? It's a Beastmaster. You don't live and die games by Beastmasters being farmed, essentially, is kind of what you're looking at. But a lot of really good harass from the Ancient Apparition. He's pretty much just right-clicking that amp constantly. And a nice void on that creep so that he gets the kill. Oh, I should probably record this. Am I recording it? Am I recording this? I am. Awesome. There is literally 15 minutes of us AFKing in the on the VOD. I'm sure people are really unhappy about that. Can't wait for them to shift through that. And first blood on the mid lane, which I missed. Actually, I haven't missed first blood in a long time. It's going to be A that goes down, understandably. Stun from VS with a little minus armor. Boosts up the mana burn damage from the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage, oh, I'm sorry. VS does get the first blood. Here comes the Crystal Maiden to be aggressive. It's going to be a haste rune. He's actually going to hit him a few times. Getting him kind of low here. Could almost maybe get a kill. Very close. 2 or 3 hits. If anybody else was there, they would have gotten the kill. So unfortunately, CM was a little bit late to the party. And the first blood I missed all day. And I've casted like 5 games. So give me a break, guys. There's a stun from the Earthshaker. He's now completely out of position. He eats a tree. Very nicely done. He's going to get pretty low as a result. It's actually still killable. Trades hits, and there's the Mana Void. I think Night Stalker's going to get the second blood here. Oh, he does get it. Very close. Tornado Tony. That was very close. I don't think he would have... He was very close to not killing him in 1 attack, I believe. Definitely a very close thing. He's going to pick up a really fast turn. 3-minute earn. Very good. Fortunately, he didn't get it before he gets the kill. It's often the eternal problem with fast earns in lane is you get them right after you get your kill. Night Stalker getting blocked off. He's going to go the opposite direction, though. Invoker doesn't have a cold snap, I guess. Witch Doctor coming around. Still more pressure on the bot lane. Enigma continually de-pushing the lane. It's kind of nice to just have an Enigma on a regular lane and not just a long lane or something like that. There's a little bit of ice block on the Anti-Mage. It's going to take a little bit more damage. They're doing quite a good job harassing. I mean, even though if he did get first blood shared with the VS, unfortunately VS got it, went for the fast wand. But they're still doing a good job pressuring him, taking out his HP slowly but surely with that Stout Shield. And Witch Doctor will pick up the last hit. Oh, he did not get it. That's pretty big. That's 100 gold that Witch Doctor fails at, basically. That's essentially what happened. That's a big deal. 100 gold this early in the game, yeah. And the EXP could have popped 4 with that, probably. Big loss. A continues to farm up to 1,000 gold already. Probably gonna go for a really fast 4 staff, I expect. Top lane still that Night Stalker Witch Doctor lane. Pretty highly gankable, or pretty aggressive. They could do a lot of kills, and I expect they probably will eventually. I mean, they already got 1 kill against Invoker, could definitely increase. And Enigma continuing to farm on the bottom lane. Does have his Soul Ring. He's gonna get Basilius next. It's gonna allow him to push even more. Missing that CS. A little bit of action on the mid lane. Vengeful Spirit's still in position with the Anti-Mage. But the CM Ancient Apparition definitely a little stronger. And I like that both of these heroes are actually getting EXP. This is often sometimes the problem. Anti-Mage actually taking a little bit too much damage from the Ice Block. We're probably going to max out Ice Block first for Crystal Maiden. It's definitely... Crystal Maiden's actually a very good counter to Anti-Mage, because his Ice Block is a non-ultimate skill that prevents him from blinking for 3 seconds, which is a huge amount of time, realistically. So I think leveling Crystal Maiden up really fast is going to be a huge deal. Picks up Commando at level... I'm sorry, that's Vengeful Spirit. A little bit of healing up from the Witch Doctor. Looking to maybe put some damage. We have a roam coming from the Earthshaker. He's level 4. Definitely doesn't need to support Invoker at this point. There's the initial stun on the Crystal Maiden. There's the Ice Block. But the Fissure's going to clean him up. Level 4 Earthshaker does big damage. He tries to kill the... Oh my god, is he going to get him? He gets Anti-Mage. Huge play by PANZER. That is so big. That absolutely makes it worth it. I mean, you do not want... I mean, regardless of how Anti-Mage supporting on a kill there, he died. And getting kills on enemy carries is really big, because he's now dead. He is not farming right now. He's going to miss at least like 5 or 6 CS. Makes a huge difference. He comes back. He's going to have to spend money on a TP scroll. He has to buy a TP scroll. He dies. He's level 5. Ancient Apparition gets the money. Ancient Apparition gets the gold. The levels. It's really, really important. It's probably the first big break for Panzer so far. It's 2-2. Game is still pretty equal. Soul Ring plus the Basilius on the Enigma. And the last creep will be cleaned up by the Ancient Apparition. He is out of money, spent everything, and it looks like he's ulting somewhere. Did he? Is he ulting? No, he's got a Phase Boots and a Magic Stick. It's going to help him run away from that Anti-Mage. He's going to drop down that AoE. He actually has a level 2. I'm really surprised. I really wish that he had an Ice Block instead. When you're fighting an Anti-Mage, I really feel like maxing that out first is much superior. It's hard to say though. I mean, you get more slow from the AoE, and the AoE is better against other heroes. If you're not fighting an Anti-Mage, I always max the AoE first, but I don't know. It's up to him, man. He's playing the support hero, not me. Here comes the gank on the Anti-Mage. They're going to fear him as well, and wow. Huge gank right there. It wasn't even nighttime. Balinar was just like, you know what? Actually, he did pop 6 here. I think it's nighttime. Using that fear, Anti-Mage cannot blink away. A couple nukes, and he gets picked off. Second gank on the Anti-Mage. If they keep their ganks up, if they have good organization, they can definitely shut down the Anti-Mage, but I find that's often very difficult for most teams to do this. Coordination isn't quite there. Fissure on the Witch Doctor. Wave of Terror on the Night Stalker, but he's a lot of position. He's going to eat the first stun. I think that's going to be it. I think Witch Doctor's completely blocked in there. And Enigma continuing to farm in the bot lane. He's got 600 gold now. Basilius with the Soul Ring. Anti-Mage actually blinks right on top of him. He's not going to have the mana to disable him, but he will probably just slap him around a few times. Actually has a very high base damage, 65 to 71. Let's save the game. I'm not necessarily paranoid enough to save after first blood in every 5 minutes or whatever, but I think it's definitely worth doing. 3-2 currently. Crystal Maiden level 5, definitely anti-mage food right now. It's nighttime, so he did not spot him. Don't know if Crystal Maiden was actually aware of that either. But Night Stalker continuing to farm with his Treads Urn. Definitely sitting pretty good on farm. And Ancient Apparition as well. Phase Boots. He's got a Null Talisman and a Wand now. He's actually doing very good as well. I really like those items. Nice and basic. Lots of utility, big mana pool. His base damage is actually very high right now. He's going to kind of eat through the Anti-Mage quite a bit. Looks like a smoke on the Beastmaster. They're not going to pick up the illusion. This is actually spotted by the Sentinel team. They may be able to bait out an illusion pickup. You don't necessarily want to pick these up when you're smoked, because it'll give vision. The illusion will, obviously, the rune will go away. Did they bottle it? No, they didn't. Here comes the gank, though. Night Stalker finding all the heroes. There's the A ulti. It's a little short, though. I think Night Stalker's absolutely screwed, but huge bounces from the Witch Doctor. That's going to keep the A down. The AM actually drops. Night Stalker's still alive. He pops his magic stick. Going now on the Beastmaster. Will Beastmaster drop a lot of hits? Beastmaster gets picked off. Panzer Leaf gets a double kill. Now going on the Vengeful Spirit. Night Stalker may end up dying from this. Wand gets popped. There's the stun. But that's going to be it. Venge goes down. Fissure finishes off the Night Stalker. That's all that the Scourge team brought out of that. They killed the Night Stalker after he got EXP and gold from killing 3 frickin' heroes. No, I guess that was the Ancient Apparition cleaning up everybody there, but still, wow. Huge swing. Sentinel team doing really good right now. Panzer Leaf 7-3. Lag, save again. More like, we just want a huge team fight, save again. Either way, I don't care. As long as the other team doesn't complain, they don't do it every single 2 minutes. Don't much give a shit. Picking off a tower there. It's going to be Witch Doctor grabbing that. 900 gold, it's going to give him a lot. Very close to his Arcane Boots as a result, which is going to make a big difference. Especially against an Anti-Mage, he's going to drain mana from your team's mana pool, and it's always nice to get that boost up. Or especially if someone gets dived on and he gets slapped a couple times by Anti-Mage, you can Arcane him, and then Anti-Mage ults, does just a little bit less damage. That can make the difference. Stuff like that's really important and nice. And there we go, we see an Arcane Boots on the Enigma. He's got Arcane Soul Ring. You don't normally see the normal stack, the double stack out of this, but it's going to be very important when you're fighting against an Anti-Mage, because he's going to be draining your mana constantly. Smoke on the Crystal Maiden and the Witch Doctor, both of which are regenning mana quite rapidly. And actually, the Brilliance Aura is not affecting... Oh, that's weird. So when Smoke isn't on, Crystal Maiden Brilliance Aura doesn't work. Or does it? That's pretty weird. I've never seen that bug before. Vengeful Spirit gonna get nuked out. Here's the A ulti. Good teamwork. It's gonna land on the Invoker. Invoker in a lot of trouble. He does Ghost Walk out of here. I don't know if they invis or not. There was a Maledict. I think he's gonna end up dying though. He does get picked off by the Ice Path. Going on the Beastmaster next. Night Stalker's gonna turn around and pick him off. Fissure drops. Tower's gonna be deniable in a second here. And there's a huge Echo Slam. Does a lot of damage, but doesn't kill anybody. Tower still drops. And I think all these guys are gonna absolutely survive through that. Pick off the Earthshaker. Triple kill now. This is why you guys pick Night Stalker. Like, if you're a very, very conservative and smart Night Stalker player, you Tornado Tony just like stomps your face in. Like, it's gonna happen. 11-3. Sentinel team in a huge advantage. They basically went from being equal to bam, they won a huge team fight. Didn't lose any heroes. Won another little team fight. Didn't lose any heroes. And they're gonna lose 2 towers right now using these Eidolons. Dire Eidolons, the best ones. 50 damage apiece. That's so big. And who gets the last hit? Is that Crystal Maiden? Crystal Maiden sniping like a boss with her 3 GG branches. A is on the mid lane. He's a little afraid to go forward. And all they need to do is continue their tower pressure. Once they get all their towers, just drop AM. He will be chasing this. He's going to drop the Void, and he will fear in a second here. Or will he? And there's the fear. He might actually be able to get a kill. He's going to earn. There's the... Oh my god, he just got a soul kill on Anti-Mage. I cannot believe that. Wow. Perfect timing on fear. He waited super long to utilize that. Wow, and he's going to get a Vengeful Spirit. There's the wand. There's the urn. I think he's going to die. And he does. He gets another kill. This is why European players, high European players, ban Night Stalker now. Because he's a beast of a ganker. He picked up an Anti-Mage solo. I haven't seen a solo hero kill Anti-Mage in so long. 13-3. Definitely in the lead. Undeniably. And we actually have a Dagon pickup on the Ancient Apparition. They just want to kill that Anti-Mage. And this isn't a bad decision, because he does have Ice Vortex. He can always reduce the magic resistance of Anti-Mage before he nukes him. So it's not a huge waste. If this was a Dagon on a regular hero against an Anti-Mage and they didn't have any magic resistance reductions, I would be like, you might be better off getting stats or disable or something like that. Witch Doctor jungling it up. Enigma continuing. He's got a Vitality booster now. He's probably going to finish a Vanguard, I bet. It's going to keep him a lot more survivable against Anti-Mage. And Vengeful Spirit will be on the low ground, on the high ground, sorry. Camping out. Looking for an opportunity. Balinar still on the top. He's got his Vanguard finished. Anti-Mage is coming back. No wonder Anti-Mage died. This is all he's got. He literally has like a wand and a stout shield and a ring of health. That's it. Night Stalker is obscenely far away in front of him. Literally like a Vitality booster, an urn, and an entire treads. That's a lot of gold. 1,500, 800 I think. So that's 2,300. Yeah, he's like 3,400 gold ahead of Anti-Mage right now. That is so big. And all the Scourge heroes are coming to try to get a gank off. This is definitely the hero they need to gank. He's going to pick up a TP scroll. See if he TP's back. Just playing it safe for now, but he goes back in. He's going to get ganked now. Here's the first stun. We're going to see Roar. Witch Doctor happen to be here. He's going to ulti this. Oh, he immediately gets stunned though. Anti-Mage. Oh man, Night Stalker. It doesn't even matter, dude. He's so tank. Witch Doctor probably going to get taken out for sure. He's still looking for an opportunity. He takes out the bird with his Void, but he's out of mana now. This is the main problem. Beastmaster going to TP out, no problem. And Sentinel team will not actually chase on this. Sentry Ward just drop, or the Observer Ward. Crystal Maiden swinging to top lane with Tread's Wand. A ulti will land, but doesn't go super far. It does hit the Anti-Mage, but not a big deal. Tornado Tony picking up his point booster. In case he wasn't tank enough, guys. He's got another 200 HP. And more mana pool with the Brilliance Aura. Wow, almost killing the Vengeful Spirit here. Nice stun by the Earthshaker. Gonna keep him alive. And Enigma on the bot lane. With those Vanguard, Soul Ring, Arcane Boots.
A player's forces are under attack.
Night Stalker swinging around looking for an opportunity. He's going to dodge the axes. But I think they'll just pick off the tower really fast here. Night Stalker's damage is actually pretty good. Does he last hit? No, actually Panzer Leaf hits the last hit on the Ancient Apparition. I don't think I've seen an Ancient Apparition this farmed in a long time. 16 minutes in, he's got 23 in the bank and is like, oh, I guess I can buy a sheep stick now. Or I can start on my sheep stick. I'll just pick up an ult orb. Should probably sell his tangos, get TP scroll as well. And there he goes. Enigma gonna spot on the Beastmaster. He's gonna do a little bit of micro here, try to pick off the Rexar. I don't know if he's gonna black hole this or not. There's the fissure from the Earthshaker. It's gonna stop that gank. Here's the A ulti. It's gonna overshoot. We'll land the debuff. He's gonna put a ward on the high ground. And Enigma once again looking for the chase. He does get the Malphus off. He's in a little bit of trouble though. He shouldn't pursue this. Stun from the Venge. Venge didn't have the swap, or at least he's not really fast. Considering he just has a little bit of a wand. And the Arcanes are dropping even a Gem of True Sight on the Crystal Maiden. He's going to wave on the high ground and pick this off if he can get it in time. There we go. And Crystal Maiden doing his job. Gets a full ward. 100 gold away. Kill Pain off that gem. Greater Hawk on the opposite side now. Passing the gem to the Night Stalker very well. Good decision. This is what you got to do if you're this far ahead. 13 to 4. You pick up a really fast gem. Are we going to see an EMP? It doesn't get it off, just tornadoes. You get a really, really fast gem and you just deward the shit out of everything. And then your ganking is just going to continue. Scourge team has no vision on the map. They have one ward over here. That's about it. Tower gets destroyed by Tornado Tony 79. And they may just push up and try to take a Rex here. Witch Doctor not in position though. Where is he going? He's going to go buy his Arcane Boots, I think. Then swing to the top lane. A ulti going to swing into the bot lane. That will land on the ancient or the anti-mage and the creep wave. Boy, does that hit everybody. And anti-mage now has to leave the lane. He does have a Vanguard, but he's still pretty susceptible. Even the creeps are hitting him. Tower will go down eventually, but Sentinel team doesn't care. They want to pick off a Rex. There's the initiation of the Rexar. Night Stalker on the high ground. The Fissure's only going to land on the Crystal Maiden. Cold Snap on the Crystal Maiden. There's some stun on the Invoker. They don't get the spells off. He does get swapped out. It's going to save him, I think, unless we see a Void. He does go down to just some AoE damage, or some damage over time. Axe is going to hit a lot of heroes. Rexar drops. And Sentinel team picks off a huge little team fight. Definitely going to get a Rax pretty soon here. Really good coordination, really good ganking. That is how you beat an anti-mage, and surely that is not something that's very applicable in pub games. Anti-mage will blink out, and they will be dropping the tower in a second. A little bit of fear on the anti-mage, a little stun on the Night Stalker. Still got to be careful though. Earthshaker just super under farm. He's probably going to go for a Soul Ring since he most likely can't afford an Arcane Boots. But the Rack's taking pressure now. Oh yeah, the gem also very good for killing that bird. Preventing sight by the enemy team. He's only about 1,000 gold away from getting his Aghanim Scepter finished. Gonna cold feet the Vengeful Spear back. We might see a team fight. Earthshaker TP's in. Looked like he wanted to do a maybe an ulti, but look at that. Wow, just gonna beast down the anti-mage. He gets shattered. Another triple kill for Ancient Apparition, and the Scourge team calls good game. They know it's over. Panzer just taking this game in a dominating fashion. Such a very good job just shutting down that anti-mage. I have not seen an anti-mage get so shut down in a long time. I think AMC or ANS took the right decision and went for the correct laning setup, but they just got outganked basically. So that's what ends up happening. Panzer is such a good team. Very, very good game. 19 to 4. Alright, save the replay. Panzer versus ANS. Save. Alright guys, stay tuned for a little bit. I'm going to be hopping into the next game. We are down to the round 4, I believe. And I should be casting this until this little tournament thingy is over. So into round 4. Possibly some round 5 games up in a bit. Maybe in another hour. But it's been a good game so far, a good tournament. Please stay tuned, and we'll have some more Dota games up for you guys. Once again, this is Purge, casting for Ghosted Gamers. And this is the ROCCAT Gear Up Cup. See you in a bit.